For the longest time, we've been coming to Europe to play the biggest European festivals. And this year was no different. Rock in Rio, Rock im Ring, Rock im Park, Download, Nova Rock, Hellfest. We've built lifelong memories with our fans at these iconic European festivals.
Here we go!
We've been playing in Europe for more than 20 years. I remember our first tour ever in Europe was Korn and Primus. The plane got delayed. We sit there in the airport for hours. I remember we got on the plane and we got halfway to Europe and they said that they were having problems and we might have to turn back around. Somehow we ended up there and we started our first tour of Europe. All I can remember is getting off the plane and feeling like I stepped into a different planet. Everything was so different. The beer was different, the liquor was different, the people were different, the food was different, everything was different. And it was a huge culture shock for me, and I think the rest of the guys. So we did that tour, and it was pretty crazy, amazing, insane all at the same time. European cultures, when they love a band, they stay fans forever. Once a fan, always a fan. They pay attention to everything. You can't get anything past them. We have a small group of people in Europe that travel, save up their money, and they go to all our shows. And they've been following the band around all the European, countries for years. It's been awesome that we have such diehard fans that do that. It really kind of trips me out. But if watching the band, them experiencing what we do, helps them and pushes them in a positive way, so be it. God bless them.
What the fuck is up, Hellfest? Everybody say, can't find a way to get across the hate when I say you. I'm feeling trapped inside and wanna slash up for you. If I find something inside and inside you, I can't control myself, I fucking hate you.
The musical diversity of European festivals, because it's been around for so long, there's something for everyone. If it's rock bands, alternative bands, EDM, it's all one big melting pot over here. It's really inspiring and fun to come and see and play these festivals. I also love the experience of the festival here. They have these campgrounds and they set up for a whole weekend. You're there for 3 days and just taking everything in. Rock im Park, that place is spooky, man. That takes place in Nuremberg on the Zeppelin field where the Nazi party rallies were, where Hitler spoke to all the Nazi party and started his whole crazy attack on the world. It's a trip that we go there and play. It's a very dark place. I've been up there, I've walked the whole grounds. My grandfathers were in World War II and I know all that stuff going on, and I grew up about them telling me stories and stuff, but to actually go there and see it with your own eyes, it's pretty crazy and it's pretty grand. And I could imagine back then and seeing the flags, everything were up and everything. It was a pretty awe-inspiring spectacle, and whatever the guys said, I'm sure everybody listened because it was so grandiose and huge, rock god-ish. The place resonates that. So it's a great place for a festival. The Zeppelin Field is a very dark, horrible place in history where those things take place, but It's turned into a really positive place because every year this big festival is held and lots of people come and have a good time. It's a place of hanging out with friends and listening to great music. It's amazing. I always love the response from playing big crowds. I love the fact that I can tell them to do anything and most people will do it. Just this feeling of just immense power going, get your hands in the air, and 80,000 people put their hands in the air. I have done every drug known to man and nothing can compare to that fix of having 80,000 people in the palm of your hand. Korn has had a 20-year career and we're still headlining some of these festivals today. It's a crazy accomplishment. I don't know many bands that still, after 20 years, headline these shows. With Rock in Park and the Rock and Ring festivals, I think we hold the record for appearances more than any band. It's 8. The fans and luck and our blessing that we've always been on a journey to try and change and always manipulate what we do into something new and stay relevant for this long. Most bands that I know that would be doing it this long will be doing the casino circuits and the boat rides and doing all that stuff. That's what usually happens to you.
So we got this shirt in 1993, where we started making t-shirts and stickers and all that so we can get the name, spread the name around.
Head drew that back in the very beginning. In the very beginning of Korn. That's Head right there when he wore his dad's Chevron shirt.
What's that song?
This broken soul.
Oh yeah. This broken soul. This broken soul. This broken soul. Remember we did big old lines and drew ourselves.
I drew that.
That monkey drew it.
No, I drew that. Hey, look. You still have the same shoes on?
That's signed.
That's 1993 right there. Oh. Change much?
But my pants are skinny now.
That was a style then.
22 years ago, still looking good.
Printing Korn stickers ourselves. Yeah, we did it. We did it for real street. Like we did it ourselves.
So my dad found this in his closet when he was going through his clothes, so I snagged it before he threw it away.
Donington 96, it was a big moment and turning point from the band. We had a huge buzz starting to form in the UK because of Rob Flynn from Machine Head. He saw us play, I think it was in '93. He saw us play at this thing called Foundations Forum. We weren't even signed then. We did the record came out, and then that's when he started saying, you got to check this band out. There's some craziness, and we definitely owe him everything. He was single-handedly broke us in Europe by going around and telling the Kerangs and all the metal hammers of the world that you got to check out this band. So we show up, Donington, '96, Ozzy's playing, Sepultura is playing, and we headlined this small stage off to the side. We had no clue how it was going to blow up so big over there. We did our thing, and the whole after that show, everything went crazy for us. After that, we were the Kerrang poster child for that magazine for about 10 years. Rain or shine, the festivals keep going. There's lots of rain. We call them mud fest, and it's fun to watch the kids go out there and slip and slide around and become all muddy. Start chucking and hucking mud up the stage. It gets to become a big old fun party. I like that, it's fun. The download this year, it was just mud everywhere because it was having downpours and it was just muddy. But I actually liked it better with the mud because when it's not out there in that festival ground, when the crowds get jumping up and down like we get the crowds going, then these big clouds of dust come up and you're breathing dust. And when I get off stage, I got dust coming out my nose. I'm coughing brown loogies from dust and you're breathing it. So this year was kind of pleasant. I liked it.
Isn't that crazy?
You know, when we play these big festival shows, we play those on the weekends. In between, we play these small club shows for the hardcore fans during the week. And it's definitely different doing that from playing in front of 50,000 people to a tiny club for, you know, the hardcore fans at, you know, 1,000 people, 900 people. They're definitely different. I love both. The intensity from the large crowds, but then you get in this dark, dirty club and it's hot and it's smelly, but it's just badass. The intensity is, when you're in the small club, is crazy. It's just a different kind of vibe. I like them both.
Falling Away, Coming Undone, Shoots in a Metallica, and then for the encore, we could play it for you.
What'd you do?
Take a look. Hey!
I didn't
I'm gonna
do
get pink here.
For You is a song on issues. I just wanted to express my gratitude to the fans and write a song for them and let them know all the stuff and sacrifices that this band makes. Just not me, but all the members. I missed my first child growing up. I've missed countless birthdays, graduations, you name it, for the fans. So I just wanted to say thank you and let them really understand what this band does for them.
This shit right here is for you. All your faces I can see. You all think it's about me. I'm about to break. It's my fate. Am I still damned to a life of misery and hate? You will never know what I've done for you. for you.
Songs that we've written 20 years ago that still resonate today, I think that's just a sign of, good songwriting and doing something new and different. And we're not the only band that's done that. New bands that have been around a long time, Metallica or Ozzy, or even when I saw Black Sabbath. Those bands created and started something new. They're an imprint in your brain from when you're young or wherever you are, and they're so good. They're always going to remain relevant because they're so good and so something that changed your life and made you look at the world in a different way. And that's what I love about music. And I'm glad that, us as a band have achieved that. That's what more could you ask for being in a band, changing the world. We took metal kids from wearing, spiked wristbands and having long, dirty hair and made a whole group of people wear Adidas. Chuck Taylor. We totally flipped the script, and I think that's amazing. We got to have Nikki Sixx come on stage and play Blind with us. And that's a trip. I think that was a check off the bucket list for the whole band. We all grew up listening to Nikki Sixx. I got my first Motley Crue tape when I was in 8th grade. My 16th birthday party, I had a Motley Crue birthday cake. Shortly after that, my dad turned born again Christian and burned all my Motley Crue stuff, and I wasn't allowed to listen to that. I mean, he played with us tonight. I looked over him all, that's Nikki Sixx playing with us. Check. I've got to have Ice Cube and play with us. Check. Fulfilling those childhood, fantasies and dreams, and they do come true. Really do. To all of our fans throughout Europe, obrigado. Thank you. Merci, grazie. Danke. Dziękuję ci. Danke. Dziękuję. And thank you.